do you feel still suspicion or prejudices?
Of course, I mean, after we was released from Guantanamo, we came back to the UK. Then again, we was released from the British government. They said, we were free to go. But there was an interview done by Tony Blair while he was the Prime Minister. One of the, I think it was BBC or somebody asked him that you have released these four men who were in Guantanamo without any charge, without any trial, and what's your plan for these individuals? Tony Blair turned around and said, he goes, we will be keeping a very close eye on these guys for a very long period. So I know that I'm being monitored. My house is probably bugged. They have the power to do these kind of things. Every time I fly out to different countries, sometimes I work with Amnesty International, and when I fly back into the country, into the UK, we get stopped on the border control as soon as we come into the UK, and we are taken away for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, and questioned where we went, which hotel we stayed, who we met, who paid for our tickets, who funded us, if we got paid for it, and so on. And they do all these kind of checks. So every time I come from other countries, I always be stopped many times.
And how does it affect your situation right now?
Well, at this present moment, it's been for nearly over 4 years, nearly coming to 5 years that I've been released from Guantanamo. In March this year coming, it'll be 5 years. And a great deal has happened since, I've made various documentaries, I've done a few things with Amnesty International. But in terms of getting a regular job to support my family, to pay basic bills, it's impossible because no one gives me the chance to get a job. I've applied for many places, and it's always when they look at my CV, they see a big gap from 2001 to 2004, and they always ask me about it. What have you been doing during that period? So when I say, I'm ex-detainee from Guantanamo, they kind of are taken back, and they say, we'll get back to you. In a few days, we'll write to you or we'll phone to you, but I've never got a phone call. And I've been to so many interviews, I've sent so many applications online, through mail, person myself, never got any response, not even one till this day. So financially it's very, very straining on my family because of the situation. It doesn't help when the British government makes statements like we're going to watch them, because ultimately they're saying that we are terrorists, in other words, and these guys are guilty, and we're going to keep an eye on them. That's preventing us from getting jobs. If the British government came out and say these people were innocent, I'm free. I can travel like any other man. I can do whatever I want, but the British government haven't cleared our names in the eye of the public. And because of that reason, I think is preventing me and other fellow detainees from getting a regular job. So it's difficult. It's difficult to live in a society when the government, are not helping you in any way. Instead they are putting more. It's not like they've openly said that these guys are evil and terrorists and whatsoever, but because they've been silent and have not said anything, it's just just as bad, and it's had an effect on everybody, on our lives.
How has your relationship to religion changed?
My religion has changed a lot. Prior to Guantanamo, I wasn't religious, never prayed. I'm born Muslim. I'm born in a Muslim family, but my parents and my family are practicing. They don't practice at all. But when I got to Guantanamo, I learned my religion. I learned to read the Quran. I learned to speak Arabic. It made me more close to my religion. The reason being, me coming so close to my religion was because the American guards used to always make mockery out of the religion. When they used to have the call for prayer, when the Muslims pray, we have a call for prayer. The American soldiers used to just sing along. They used to make mockery out of it. When we should pray, they used to mimic us. So I asked my interrogator one day, I said, why is it that when we have the call for prayer, or when we pray, or when we recite aloud, you kind of take the mickey. Why are the American soldiers mocking us? And they used to say, the soldiers who do this, I'm ignorant and so on and so on. But later on, as time went on, I started learning the religion just out of curiosity. I wanted to learn what Islam was about. So I started learning and learning and learning. Eventually, the interrogators later on, maybe 3-4 months later on, they started asking us, they started saying to us, what I heard with my own ears, a lot of people used to say, shave your beards to other detainees, because I know I had a beard then. They used to say, shave your beard and we will let you go. So I used to think, what has the beard got to do with the person being in prison? And they should say, forsake your religion, don't pray, don't practice Islam, and we let you go. We let you go home. So that to me was, whoa, is this the war on terror or is it war on the religion? It made me think. So I wanted to learn the religion. I want to understand why the Americans hate the religion so much. So by me learning the religion, it made me more close to the religion. And that's how I become more practicing. So thanks to the Americans, they have done one thing good. They brought the religion to me.